Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are starting off April's Road to Rank 1 series. So, if you haven't seen the series before, basically, it is just going to be a handful of games that I play on any given day leading up to the final day of season with the goal of achieving Rank 1 on ladder at the end of the season, which is primarily as a means of just securing top 6 position so that I get a spot in the top 8 of the OCC Clash in the following month. So, I've done this series for 2 months so far, February and March. Both times we have successfully achieved the rank of 1 by the end of the season. Today, I have put in a little bit of time, not too much. I hit Field Marshal, just essentially grinding missions. Didn't have a great run to Field Marshal, but since hitting Field Marshal, I am 15-1 with US-German frontline, so that's the deck we're going to be using. So let's roll the intro and get into the games.
What a performance there by J King.
J King, full plot armor.
J King is pushing himself into the ranks of the legend.
J King is our world champion! J King 7! What? The back-to-back KARDS world champion!
Alrighty, match 1 against a US. There's been a lot of frontline, so it could very easily be a frontline mirror. Stars and Stripes and Strategic Bombing are both good cards to have, but not good enough to keep in a mulligan. I'm going to keep Greyhound just to limit the odds of getting another 32nd. Pass on 1. There's the extra 32nd. So, as I've mentioned a couple times before, if you see the screen light up, or you hear me typing, or pause for a minute, because I keep track of every single game of ladder that I play. So that's just me going off into a separate tab to record basic stats, what nations they're playing, what archetype they are. So, for example, this guy's US Britain ramp, which is kind of annoying. The extra credit from United We Stand is going to let me clear that honey. Like this. Ramp's usually a favorable matchup, but it's not too difficult. It comes down a lot to either how good is their ramp curve, like do they just hit the War Machine on 2 into Hour of Need on 3 into like non-stop huge units. That can definitely beat frontline. Or if they just run a ton of AoEs. Like, it's really easy to make a good ramp deck that's just heavily anti-aggro. Well, we managed to find the third 32nd. I think it was fine taking that risk and playing the Sherman, since it was a 1 in 29. Or I guess 1 in 29 and then a 1 in 28. So, not particularly likely. I could hit that. There's a handful of punishes. I probably should hit that. The main punish would be carpet bombing, and then he keeps the unit alive. And if he is going to be doing that, it is good. This is, I don't really have the hand to respond if that is the case. And the other thing is, I don't really have a Blitzkrieg in hand, so it's not like I'm trying to get in some chip damage now and finish him off. Now knowing that he's playing a Grungard over and over. Chasco. It's kind of annoying. It is certainly tempting. If he didn't have the Jasko, I think I would just patrol and go all face. The Jasko does change things. Honestly, might patrol the Jasko to kill it. So I can also do, we can do it and then get the 4 damage in on the Grungard. Yeah, I still might end up patrolling into the Jasko just to take it out, remove the smoke screen. He has the Seaborn Invasion, which is the punish, retreats Sherman, which I don't know if that's good or bad. He gets the second best possible outcome off the Seaborn Invasion. That sounds about right. So I can actually clear this with patrol. Because of the health of my units, it does make it a little awkward. Since I can't just trade out a unit. Watch him have carpet after this. Maybe I should have, like, did double 32nd. I mean, if this guy does have carpet, then congrats. You got, like, the best series of events several times in a row. P47D onto a 4-1. I can live with that. Expertly playing around Stars and Stripes. So I'm not positive I want to move up the PII yet, so we're going to start with the 99th. See what I find. Another patrol, that's really good. We can do it. Could be good in the future. It's not good on this particular turn. So there's like absolutely no way this guy would greed this hard if he did have a carpet bombing. And probably wouldn't greed this hard if he had a Stars and Stripes or a Strat bombing. And Seaborn Invasion is the main way he has of dealing with the front line. Daylight bombing, that's fine. Draw last. Okay. War Machine attack. It is difficult to imagine that that War Machine was correct. I think this trade's just going to end up happening. It'd be really good to have drawn a Combat Engineers. Is it time to patrol the Jasko? I think if I'm attacking face, patrolling Jasko is better. However, I might just want to develop the board a bit more. So, like, this always happens. Maybe I want to go for a weaken do with this turn. And push the PIR. Yeah, I guess drawing last. The patrol is the only card in my deck that would change that if... Like, it's the only card in my deck that could change that, and I'm not playing it, so... Okay, we do find the Combat Engineers, so we are nearing the ability to put out a ton of damage right away. C4th War Bonds. It's both fine. Hits face like a crazy person. Could have air defense up. Oh, this patrol on the C4th here makes things so much easier, but the question is, can I burn my opponent down through Jasko? I think the answer is yes, though. Okay, assuming this is an air defense. Which of these do I want to attack with first? So the lowest value target on the board is the 32nd, however that would drop it to 1, which gives him a target to actually attack in with the C4th, which I don't really want to do. I find attacking with the Sherman and then he double sacks, I think. No air defense. Cool. Okay, this guy, pretty solid play from this guy. Draws last and then emotes me when I think on my turn. This is like the average KARDS enjoyer. Emotes me for thinking, draws last, but then gets second best Seaborn and B-17 hits the correct target after trading. Or before trading, I mean. This is just lethal unless it's Counter-Strike. In fact, I think I have lethal through Counter-Strike. It is not Counter-Strike. We got him. And that is solid. Solid opening win. 22-0-1. I'm still getting used to maneuvering around the new UI. 10 points at 2200, not great, but I mean that was a bit of a free win, so I'll take it, I guess. What a name, TC_H. I've not played against this guy before. On Soviets, though. Soviets is a little scary. All bad things come from Soviets. 35T is not particularly important in most matchups, so I'm actually just going to mulligan everything. Half-track's really good if it's any kind of control or self-damage. However, not having a 1-drop, I think it's probably not worth keeping. See what we draw. Half-track. That works out well. So yeah, the reason Soviets is a little scary is if it's Soviet France with Petliakovs, it's just game over. If it's Soviet Britain with Petliakovs and supply shortages, it's pretty much game over. Scorched Earth is just a really frustrating card in any type of Soviet deck, and if it's self-damage with Winter Warfare, it's pretty much game over. If it's like Arty, it's sort of a 50-50 matchup. Tokens isn't a great matchup, but I mean, you'd rather tokens over any other type of Soviet control. Or Soviet deck, I mean. I'm actually thinking about the 35T on 2. 1, to get some early damage in if it is Soviet control. Sometimes trying to burn them out can be the correct play, and I do have a very burn-centric hand. And 2, I don't want to overcommit 30 seconds into a Winter Warfare or Scorched Earth. If I play Whirlwind, he can take it out with a sickle. Like by sickling the 30-second, then doing trade, push-up, trade. So I'm going to double 30-second. If he wants to Winter Warfare this turn, that's pretty much fine. If he wants to Scorched, that's also fine. The reason to push up the other 30-second is so he can't Scorched 3 units in the support line. Winter Warfare is perfectly fine. Just missed. Okay, so, I mean, he could have a countermeasure, I suppose. I think much more likely that... Okay! Okay, well, props to him. He didn't miss 3 damage. Even if you told me he 100% had a countermeasure, I don't think I would have seen that one coming. I'm getting farmed, dude. I'm gonna go for the Greyhound, because this way he has to double trade into it if he wants to get rid of it. Oh wait, that's not true. For some reason I was thinking that the Greyhound would go up to a 3-6. Not sure why. Okay, well he went face, so we take those. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Push up this. And play out the last 30-second. Man, radar alert. What a wild one. And this guy has the carpet bombing. Oh, do I have to Whirlwind trade into that? I think so. I mean, it's unlikely he has an answer to this Skytrain immediately. If he has 52k, then screw me, I guess. That's actually quite good. Floats 5? Instead of... I mean, I guess it's doubting. And he's like really worried about a we can do it? Floats 5 though? That feels insane to me. guess I should try playing around. Second radar alert, sure. Surely he also has doubting. Surely you don't hold up radar alert instead of playing first rifles on 5 credits. Surely. Well, at least it's not evasive. Kitty Hawk is fine. It's a lot better for me than if you got Hurricane. What is that? Partisans? He can't kill the Skytrain. Okay, Partisans top deck red banner. That's a pretty subpar one for him to get. Like, it's subpar for him, I mean. Stars? I mean, okay, so Strat Bombing throws off the curve. And Stars can potentially deal 4 damage in the future. Stars this turn means I could Sherman first. Which doesn't feel great. Like, I'm probably going to be able to Sherman in the future anyways. I think I'm going to go for the Strat Bombing. And push the damage. Like, it's possible he can always do Kuiper Bombing, but even if he does Kuiper Bombing, he still has to trade unless he does, like, Sickle Kuiper Bombing. Train. Okay. Now, obviously, this is a very good Stars turn. I feel like I just want to go for the Sherman there. No, that's insane. Well, I can start with the Sherman and we see what happens. It's kind of annoying I got on the Red Devils, since that dies anyways to the rifles. Second Red Devils is fine. Parade means those 2 cards are not orders, meaning it's not Kuiper Bombing or Winter Offensive, so that's very good. This game is looking pretty over. So surely that is Doubting System. Meaning I'm not playing this. I could play this. Is there a way to kill him with it this turn? I don't think so. 2, 4, 6, 9, 10, 11. But there's only, yeah, only 1 unit can attack face though. Hello? Hello? Game? Oh my god, okay, I got everything in though. This board is very weak to Kuiper Bombing, but it full clears without him having the ability to trade off with the light infantry. And I already know. Okay, ISU's fine. So that's gonna be a Hellcat, I mean a test for the countermeasure that stops that pins or kills blitz units. And we got him, 2-0. Defeating the scary Soviet control. And that is another 10-point game. 2211. Alrighty. So, this is gonna be the first season of the new, sorry, this is gonna be the first month of, I guess, like, the second season, of OCC Ultimate. So the OCC Ultimate takes the 8 best players from the previous 3 months OCC clashes, and you qualify through the clashes from ladder, meaning that, it's just kind of a solid hand against air. It's a really terrible hand against, discard. Oh, I'm gonna risk it. I feel like against discard, people on discard are usually bad. And if they're bad on discard, it means the game goes on longer. And if the game goes on longer, it's more likely that I am just gonna win regardless of the mulligan. Whereas air can crush you really, really quickly, regardless of the skill of your particular opponent. Okay, I'm gonna start with the Devils, so he can't albacore it. Or do Swordfish airs up. Gladiator airs up. I mean, if he had a Gladiator or a Swordfish, he's insane for not playing it on 1. More likely, though, it is discard. Just because discard runs 2 1-cost units. One of them is, or not. Discard runs 2 1-cost cards, one of them being Monty, which you're not going to play on 1. The other being Pioneer. So it's, if Britain passes 1, it's a lot more likely it's discard. The fact that he's thinking on 2 means it's probably air, because discard typically does not play 2-cost cards unless it's His Majesty's Chosen. Now the guy also could just be AFK, or maybe he is thinking through his future turns. Maybe it's another radar alert. We're about to find out. Gonna go with the Combat Engineer's push. This sets up Greyhound being able to clear an albacore, if it is an albacore. And he was weighing his options between albacore to not pin, or okay, that is a Gurkha. I was not expecting that. I could just hit it and play 2 30-seconds. Got them out of my deck. So we could supply shortage this, but then I tried out the Gurkha. Or I could just Sherman. Yep, supply shortage. And I'll play another 30-second, actually. I don't need to attack, but I do want the attack buff. Gurkha in some sort of Soviet control, probably. Okay, it is discard. We're going to keep this 30-second in hand. There's no more in deck. And if he's going to discard, I'd rather discard a 2/1 infantry than any other card in my hand at the moment. This guy runs Gren Guards and discard because he's insane. Just going to retreat this. Push up, hit face. And on the following turn, we're going to retreat it, push up, hit face. If you replace it, of course. Does he have the Monty? No. Is there a lethal here, actually? 1, 4, 5, 7. It's going to be dealing 9. Yeah, that's just lethal. It's it's lethal assuming this is not a secret operatives. Well, that's disgusting. Alrighty. We take those. Beat Gurkha Grengard discard. We got 8 for that. How do you get 8 at 2200? That guy has to be like so substantially below the starting elo. Like when you hit Field Marshal for the first time, you're going to be at about 2000. Like sometimes it's like 2004, 2005. That guy probably had to be like 1800 for that math to work out. That guy had to be quite low. Japan, I actually kind of like keeping 5th Rangers against Japan. It's important, assuming it's Jaguar. It's very important to get a 1-drop though. PAR is also quite good, but again, also important to get a 1-drop. Keeping 5th Rangers without a 1-drop might be a little greedy, so we're going to throw it back. Get back no 1-drops. However, they do turn 1 pass, so maybe it's not Jaguar. Spoke a little bit too soon. We're going to get down the PIR. Everything else kind of sucks. Likely going to do 35T into the Akita. PIR push, or if he pushes something else, PIR trade. Expansion. Expansion pass. Okay, I'm actually going to do Greyhound. Hit. Of course it hits the PIR. I try to push the PIR. It does not feel great. It really doesn't feel great. I think I want to push the Greyhound. I mean, like, the #1 punisher to this, I suppose, would be, like a Whirlwind or a Meter Regiment, because if he has 1-drop and a 35T, he's going to be able to kill Greyhound anyways. Like a Blitz 1-drop and a 35T. Gunship mission because I didn't push it up. My bad. What? Like, come on. Why? What? Who? Who, what, when, where, why, how? Well, okay. I guess we didn't need that. Well, I guess I got to Sherman since he didn't clear the front line. Or I could 99th, 35T. I will go for the Sherman now, though, because I have no idea what my opponent's playing. Devils is a very good pickup. We can do it. Could be a very good pickup in the future. For the future, I should say. Well, no wonder this guy didn't have 1-drops if he's on expansion and gunship mission. Raiden Brigade, why not? Is it another expansion? Yes, it is. I think I'm going to sack a 35T in favor of keeping health on the Sherman. Maybe I actually should have just pushed up the Sherman. Like, this guy's not showing signs of having cavalry regiments. Although the Devils is a lot more likely to set up a strap bombing on curve. Are you actually just going to play out 1 card? What if I had a half-track? Do I want to strap bomb in that? I mean, not really, but if that's his best play, surely I just strap bomb in this and then win? Like, okay, if his hand is terrible and cards he can't play or he can only play 1 of on a given turn, and also Hayabusa is the best card out of the ones he could play on this turn, then I'm feeling pretty good at limiting his credit slots and then just winning in like 2 turns with a Blitzkrieg. This is when he plays like 6 1-drops. I guess you could Sendai the Sherman, but I mean even that would be fine. Or War Bonds. Why not? Why not? I would quite like to get this 99th off. Yeah. Now, generally, it's better to, if you're trying to set up a Blitzkrieg lethal, it's better to go wide than getting a ton of damage in immediately. However, he still has all of his AoE, like, he's, well, desperate in deck, and, I mean, this guy could run additional AoEs. Plus, I do want to just get the 1-3 up to a 3-5, so that it can be traded out slightly less favorably. Still dies to Amphibious Assault, sure. Last Rites, sure. Pass. Okay. This guy's just dead. I mean, I can do it with combat engineers. I also don't need combat engineers. Cool. 3-0. Might do 1 or 2 more games. 22-28. My goodness. Absolutely nobody online right now. That was 9 points. 10-10, 8-9. My games before this were 16-17, 13. But like now, obviously, I have gone up, so like, but I should not have gone up where there's that substantial of a difference in the average. Goggins on Soviets. Oh, Patrol is so good against Soviets. And I want to keep... I don't really want to mulligan 3 if I'm keeping a 30-second. Even mulliganing 2 feels kind of risky, I'm not going to lie. Stars and Hellcat are not... Well, they're not cards you want to see in your mulligan, I can tell you that much, but they're not terrible cards, assuming this is Soviet control. Stars and Stripes is often the card that they don't play around after playing Petlyakov, so you're completely locked out of the game, and then you kill Petlyakov with a 4 damage Stars, and you're completely back in the game, because they're bad. And Hellcat's really good at taking out things like KV, Armored Train. He top deck Sickle on 1. Fair enough. Okay. Does not reveal much about what type of deck he is. It's control. Interesting. I mean, I'm just gonna do this. Like, if he has Winter Warfare, he has Winter Warfare. If he's running Sickles and 845ths, I think it's a lot less likely he's running Winter Warfare. Very early Ural factories into a motor rifles. Sure. I think I'd rather go for the 5th Rangers. Now, this does get punished by Hammer or Defend in Depth pretty hard. But I think it is best for me to just try to play on curve and play with tempo at this point in the game. Is my mic picking up like my neighbor's music outside? I'm seeing my mic is staying on. Heroes of the Soviet Union. Pass. Why would you not? Is this guy also running Radar Alert? This is actually kind of a juicy turn 5 Blitzkrieg, which is not something you say very often, but it's true. Now, do I Blitzkrieg here to push 12 damage, drops him to 9? Or do I try to set up a 5-unit Blitzkrieg next turn? So the punish is like any kind of AoE, like a Scorched or a Winter Warfare, I suppose. Here. I'm even going to play the Greyhound, so this next turn I have credits for Push Greyhound, Blitzkrieg, Patrol. Although I suppose I didn't need to play it since Blitzkrieg's just enough on 4 units, but like he could do First Rifle Sickle or something. and this would be the difference between winning and losing. Well, not and losing. I probably would still win this game anyways, but between winning next turn and not winning. What's he got? First rifles is not enough. I mean, train's not enough. He could do first rifles, hold up secret operatives. Actually, do I have lethal through first rifles with? I think, yeah, we'll just have lethal through first rifles without. I mean, it's not envelop. Is it an entrapment? Oh, it's decisive. Of course. Good game, dude. Soviet Italy control. Mark that down as a win. Decisive Ural. 845th. This is a very old school Soviet Italy deck. And let's see how many points. 2233. Well, that is... Wait, what? That's 5 points? 5? That guy has to be like 17 or 1600. Like, maybe even more than that. That guy has to be like, maybe even 1500. How do you lose 500 points from the starting? That... Did I misread that guy's rank? Maybe he wasn't Field Marshal yet? I'm sad that they got rid of the word mulligan down here. Now it says pick cards to replace instead of like pick your mulligan, I think is what it said. Something along the lines of that. Irwin, this is... Oh, this guy was the weird Japan US deck. He's now in Soviets. Probably shouldn't keep 35T with no one-drop infantry. Hit him with the U again. Tone 1 engineers, pretty good. Alright, what's he got? Heroes. Honestly, I might do Greyhound push. So, the idea with Greyhound push is it sets up a 99th attack for 3. If this gets Cossacked, I'm gonna be very sad. Really? Come on! Yeah, that's just sad. And this could get Winter Warfared, but I think I would rather get out the 230 seconds than just play a Whirlwind. Yeah, the idea of doing Greyhound is if it's like a Scorched. I'm not pinning myself down as bad. It plays around a Winter Warfare from the people to take the front line. Reserves. This guy has lost the plot. Could do Warble push-up. I could do push-up 99th. That seems okay. Yeah, I kind of like push-up 99th just because it gets the 99th out now. Gets it on the board. It's a 2-2 I can push up in the future rather than another 2-1. Battery. Okay, just gonna kill the token. What else does this guy have for me? It's a weird deck. Awoken Giant. Sure. Could just push a 5th Rangers to the front line. Seems good. Maybe, yeah. Maybe this guy is just trying to do a allied research effort into Commonwealth WinCon deck. When with Commonwealth in the Soviet-US deck. Workers Unite reserves. Sure. Another light infantry. That's quite good. This is a bit of a slow play. However, I think this is going to be worth it in the long term, because if he is just like a fully committed token deck, I would like to be able to eventually kill him. Now, this doesn't mean that no surrenders can spawn more guys. Sure, conscripts. Order, lol. Now, do I remove one of the 2/3s? Or do I just remove... I think I'd probably just remove the 1/1. The actual stats of the ones I remove don't matter nearly as much as the number of ones I remove. I guess this lets him double trade into 5th rangers, but if he wants to double trade into 5th rangers, by all means. That seems... well, whatever. It does let him double trade, I guess. Easy stars. Yeah, it is pretty difficult to say no to a stars like that. I'm really tempted to play Hellcat here. I think I will. There's a little punish. This guy's running batteries and from the peoples for some reason, so there's a slight punish. But the idea is it's going to buy me a ton of credits. Why is he running T60? Like, if I patrol this, which I think is a reasonable play against a reasonable deck. I mean, if it was a reasonable deck, he wouldn't be running the card. But, like, now I swear he's just going to, like, slam 272nd. Promotion. This guy has lost the... What is happening? Like, what on earth is happening? Is he just dead? He looks... yeah, he's very dead. Good game, guy. I mean, if you like playing that deck, you love playing that deck. How did that guy give me the most points out of all of my opponents today? Like, the guy who's just, like, playing classic Soviet Italy control is 1,500, but the guy playing some weird tokens, ramp, KV, but also removal deck is, like, 2,100. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say to that, but got the win, I suppose. So, I'll take it. And we're going to end the games there. However, today's the patch that just combined all of the previous sets into one. The core set. So it's now core set and legions. If you look at the shop and you look at packs, there is core set, there is legions, and the core set now contains all of the theaters of war cards and all of the world at war cards. So I figured I would just spend some of my ludicrous amounts of gold on some officer packs to try to get some gold cards. And just, you know, see the new core set in action. Oh my. Oh my. Holy crap! Just got the triple elite, including gold elite and gold limited pack. And also a special, because why not? No standards. Gold swordfish. I already had one gold swordfish. I don't know if I had two. I'm pretty certain I didn't have three, and they changed... like, they finally got rid of the bug that let you get an infinite number of gold cards if you had at least one copy, so this is a very good pickup. the non-gold stuff doesn't really... Oh, actually, I think this one does matter. I think the potion does matter because I don't think I had a non-golden potion. Like, I had a gold potion, but I think I didn't have a normal potion. So this is actually a pretty good pickup. And what's the gold elite? Could be any German gold elite. What's it going to be? Panzerzug! I don't actually know if I already had one of those or not. Actually, I suppose I can quickly check my master list while getting ready for the next pack. That was insane. I mean, I'm just going to be let down by all of the future packs. Because, like, yeah, this is absolutely nothing. I have a master list of all of my gold elites, specifically so that I could tell if I was getting a duplicate or not at end of seasons. Gold Sudden Strike. I think I might have actually had 3 gold Sudden Strikes already, but if not, can never have too many. If I did. I mean, obviously I just do have too many. Last pack. Nothing very interesting. And checking the list, I already did have a gold Panzerzug, so that was a duplicate. They still have not implemented gold duplicate protection. I mean, they haven't said they did. That is something that is upcoming, which I'm very excited about, and a good reason to start saving your gold now, not just for new cards, but also you're going to be able to get the cards you don't have much more efficiently. Let's go for a crate, actually. Why not? Anybody who stuck around gonna get to experience the pack openings, and anybody who does not care about pack openings, then sucks to suck. Okay, another elite. That's gonna help us get... Actually, I might not have had a gold Desperate Measures. I think gold Desperate Measures is like one of the very first cards I got after the expansion dropped. So yeah, did my crate not go up? I opened 2 elites and I don't think my crate went up. Maybe I'm just blind. Maybe it takes a while to update, but... Oh my, another gold elite. Did they change the gold rates? You can get gold... Holy crap! You can get gold Theaters of War cards! Yes! They did it! You can finally get gold Theaters of... Oh, I'm opening packs until I get a golden Feigned Retreat. You have no idea how long I've been waiting for this moment. Also, yeah, this crate contents is... Did they, like, break the crate? I feel like they broke the crate. Well, anybody who stuck around, you're gonna get to see me open a couple more packs, because I am buying all the core packs. We're just gonna keep buying those. I don't know how many that was. 9. Okay, we're full sending for gold Theaters of War cards. I don't know if I'm just getting lucky or if they actually have adjusted the gold rate. I heard somebody say that they removed gold cards from regular packs, which if they did, it could explain them adjusting the rates in officer packs. Gold Vespe. This is a Theaters of War card, I believe. Unfortunately, it's not a particularly played Theaters of War card, but it is gold. Yeah, strap bombing. Let's start looking at what's in the crate. Oh, I really want like a gold honey. That would be beautiful. Okay, that's terrible. That's not great. Not great, gold honey. And it's a Hamden. Okay, well that was very disappointing. No gold cards in this one. Ura's another Theaters of War card though. Oh, gold Ura. Okay, gold Kuiper bombing. Not gonna complain about that. I think that's my second one. Liberation. Panzer H. These are all decent cards. And last but not least, absolutely no gold cards. Okay. Well, you know what? We got a lot of gold. This is a core pack, right? We're just gonna buy a few of these. I even have some diamonds from tournament rewards that I could spend. Another 9 packs. I might cut this if, like, absolutely nothing interesting happens, but... might not. Hopefully we can get another gold Theaters of War card. What's the, British got... I mean... Okay, so the British ones: Rule Britannia, Tractor Factories, Feigned Retreat, Exploit the Gap. You can now get a gold Exploit the Gap, that's fun. I have to open another crate too. Eshak. That's kind of sad. Night Witches. Alright, no more gold cards from this one, but a ton of crate progress on those specials. Nothing on this one. This is like, actually, I don't know how it's taken them this long to do this, but they're... I mean, maybe they were playing the long con by having gold Theaters of War cards not available for so long, and then they finally introduce it, but through entirely random pack opening. They're just, like, the baiting their audience into just dumping all of their resources and life savings into officer packs looking for those gold Theaters of War. That one's pretty trash. That one's pretty good, but I already had it. Matilda, not particularly useful, and U375. Alright. Well, with that, that is going to be the end of episode 1 of Road to Rank 1 for April, with a unexpected, but entertaining, I hope, extended pack opening sequence. I might actually continue opening packs and, like, add in anything fun that happens afterwards, but that's going to be enough for this video so far, so thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you want to continue the series, or look through my post history and find this series in previous months. See how I acquired those rank 1 positions. And yeah, while you're at it, like, share, comment, subscribe, do YouTube things. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Oh my, Gold Feigned. Gold Feigned. Please. Please, to 1939, to Ollie Crewme, to whoever, please, Gold Feigned. One time. This worked for me last time. This worked for me with the Golden Signal. One time. Gold Feigned. Please. One time. That is a duplicate. That is a duplicate. Okay. Okay, Gold Feigned one time. One time. Well, I know it's not last time, but second time. Second time's the charm. Gold Feigned, Gold Feigned, Gold Feigned, Gold Feigned. Please, Gold Feigned one time. Gold Feigned, and Gold Isolation.